How to make a bust split pant. So first thing what I'm going to do is to go ahead and draw a straight line, which is going to be the base point. I will measure from that base point, that's the waist to the hip depth, which is 8 inch, from the waist to the crotch depth. By getting the crotch depth is by dividing round hip by 4. Whatever you have, go ahead and mark it that up. Then I'm going to go ahead and mark the knee line and the length of the pant. Once I'm done marking that up, I'm going to go ahead and connect it up with a straight line. You can see me doing right here. After which I am done connecting that up, I'm going to level it up. The waistline, the hip depth line, the crotch depth line, and knee line, and the length of the pant. I'll go ahead to take round hip divided by 4. Then I'm going to mark that up and also mark it up on the crotch depth line. I'll be connecting it up with a straight line like you can see me doing. The next thing I will do is to take 1/4 of the hip and divide it by 4. That's to get the crotch extension, and I'll mark it up on the crotch depth line. I'll go in by 1/2 inch. I'm going to go down by 1/2 inch. After which I'm done doing so, the next thing I want to do is to go ahead now. I'm going to go up here by 2.5 inch. I'll put 1/4 of the waist starting from that 1/2 inch I went in and mark that up. After that, I'll add up that allowance. Then I'll go ahead now, take my curve, and I'm going to connect it up like you can see me doing right here all the way to the top. Once I'm done doing so, the next thing I'm going to do is to connect that 1/2 inch we went down all the way to the side like you can see it right here in the video. And I'm going to connect my curve here, but make sure it's not too deep. I'll put the nipple to nipple divided by 2, which mine is 7 divided by 2, whatever I have. I'll go ahead and mark that up. After marking it up, I'll go out by 1/2 inch each, both sides. Then I'll connect the center line all the way to the hip depth line. I'll go down by 5 inch. You can go down by 5, 6 inch. Then I'll mark, and I'm going to connect it all the way to the 1/2 inch I went out. Once I'm done going out by 1/2 inch, the next thing I want to do is to come here like this. I'm going to connect it up like you can see me doing here. You can go in on the knee line by 1/2 inch, okay? Once I'm done doing so, the next thing I want to do is to go ahead now. I will connect it up to meet the hem, right? Just like this. Now I'll go ahead now and connect this other part like you can see me doing. But before I go ahead to do so, I'm going to measure up whatever I have here, and I'll be transferring up at the hem of the pant. That's at the length. Then I'll go ahead and connect it up like you can see me doing. And after connecting it up, I'm going to do my center line. Once I am done doing so, the next thing I want to do is to go ahead. I'll be cutting it up. After cutting it up, I'll go ahead now and bring another paper, open it up, all right? So, and then bring another paper, place it on it, making sure that I will leave a distance of at least 4 inch, all right? And just connect those 2 points to mark up. Then I'm going to glue the piece to my new drafting paper. Then I'll go ahead and mark that 4 inch and mark the point of that 4 inch, and I'll also mark the end of that 4 inch. Then I'll place it on that line. Once I am done doing so, I'll just connect the hemline or the length and cut that up. Once I am done cutting it up, I'll measure up whatever I have, divide it by 4. Remember, you can go in by 4 or 5 inch, but what I did went in, I mean the distance between here is at least 8 inch. So 8 divided by 2 is going to give me 4. I just marked the center 4. I'll pleat that up to meet up that 4 inch. I made a mistake by saying 4 inch. It was 8 inch. All right. So, and I'm going to go ahead and just bring them up together, glue them up together, cut my waistband of it, After cutting up the waistband, our pan is ready to wear. So I hope this tutorial was helpful to you. If it was helpful, don't forget to follow Anita Handmade Creation, and if you have any question, do not hesitate to leave it at the comment section. Follow me on my YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok, Anita Handmade Creation. See you soon. Bye.